Hey guys, this is iXRollites with Rollout Reviews, bringing you another Crossfight B-Daman review. This time it is CB-48 Direct Loader Magazine. We'll set this off to the side and take a look at the packaging really quick. Shows off all the features of the magazine itself, how you can twist it, the customization you can do to it, shows it in the Break Bomber battlefield, and connected to loading dials. It gives 2 control and 9 rapid fire, which is kind of interesting. The instructions on the other side, I did kind of rip the card here, but here is the magazine itself. Really interesting looking, very different from any of the other magazines we've seen before. Sort of looks like a hamster play place tube thing to me, kind of peculiar looking. Anyway, in the show, Excel Dracian uses this to beat loading dials because this magazine uses a similar gimmick to the gimmick that loading dials has. Loading dials core has a little bit at the bottom that when you put him on top of a marble, it shoots it into the core. This has a very similar function. It has some little prongs on the inside there, and when we press down, it shoots the marble up into the core, like that. It's a really, really cool function. It's really fun to watch, really fun to do. So while you're in a battle or doing an event, instead of picking up marbles and loading them into this, you can do something like this. And then you're ready to go. Like that. A really, really cool function. Then if you load it up all the way, I'm actually going to do this by hand here because it's just really fun doing this, honestly. If you load this up all the way, and say you fire off these marbles and you still have some marbles stuck in here, this whole thing rotates so you can load those in like that. Also, you can sort of grip onto the magazine like this, or hold it like this. It gives control because it's on the ground, and it helps sort of stabilize the B-Daman. So that's really cool. Now, not only does this function pretty well, and it's a very interesting and unique magazine, you also have a level of customization that this adds. It splits into several pieces here. There's a marble stuck inside there. Anyway, it splits into 3 pieces here, and these have little pegs on them that are compatible with the wide magazine, or the scope magazine, or any other magazine with the same sort of system. Now, theoretically, you should be able to sort of attach this piece on here, and then attach the wide magazine up on there like that. However, I found that puts a little bit of stress on these little pegs here. So make sure that you're careful. Make sure that when you're twisting this, if it doesn't go all the way very smoothly the first time, just don't try it at all. Now, the main reason I wanted this magazine is because there's a customization floating around. In fact, it was used in the World Championship over in Asia. This magazine is extremely good for rapid fire types, and you take the wide magazine and you load it on here. This rotates upward like this, so it puts the wide magazine at sort of a different angle than it is normally, like this. And this is extremely, extremely good for rapid fire types. And before anybody asks, it is completely compatible with the Hasbro wide magazines as well. I can just get it on there like that. Works just fine. So if we attach this to a rapid fire B-Daman, as you can see, it works really well for rapid fire types because if you're holding the B-Daman with one hand and reloading with the other, the wide magazine offers this really great trough, so you can just take a handful of marbles and pour them in like that. It rarely gets clogged because I think why the wide magazine gets clogged usually is because it's at that weird angle, and marbles sort of get stuck as they start rolling in. But because this is at a different angle, they roll in just fine. I haven't had much problems with that. This alone is reason enough to get this magazine. It's really unique. really fun to play with by itself. I'd say if you don't have any magazines, this probably isn't the best one to get. I still think I recommend the System magazine over any others for the first magazine you get. However, if you already have the wide magazine, either from the Takara version or from the Break Bomber Battlefield from Hasbro, then I highly recommend getting this magazine instead, just because of how excellent it is for rapid fire types. Also, I found it's pretty fun on its own because you can take marbles here and just fire them like that, which is kind of fun. So that is about it, guys, and this is IX signing off.